Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Ross from Where Washington at Poshmark.com. And today, I just wanted to do a quick update and kind of a haul video from a trip we recently made to a Goodwill outlet in Tacoma, Washington. For those that are new to Poshmark, Poshmark is a clothes reselling app and website that you can use to resell clothes for some extra money. Me and my wife are at Where Washington. Feel free to follow us. Like us, share our closet, and we always share back. And today I just kind of wanted to go over what Goodwill outlet stores are, what they are not, and give you a quick haul video from my trip I made on Monday. So Goodwill outlets are basically two things. They are an overflow reseller for Goodwill, and they also are bulk donation sites. So when you go into a Goodwill outlet, you're going to notice a couple things. There's no racks, there's no displays, there's no tags on anything. It's basically done by the pound. At our Goodwill in Tacoma, each pound is $1.29. And if you buy 50 pounds or more, it drops down to 89 cents a pound. So you can get a lot of inventory for really cheap if you're trying to bulk up your closet. I would caution to say if you're looking for like specific types of items to not waste your time with an outlet. And then you'll read a lot of reviews and things on the outlet stores and say that they're dirty, that the people are rude, yada, yada, yada. There's some truth to some of that, but it's not as bad as it seems. You got to understand that those guys that are working in there are literally unloading trucks all day. So when they close down a row to move bins in, it's not because they're yelling at you to get out of the way. It's because they literally can't stop moving. And once you figure that out and figure out the lay of the land, it's pretty easy to move around and not irritate anybody and not get upset. And then as far as being dirty, again, most of the time this stuff's coming straight off a truck. So you want to make sure and wear gloves. Some people wear masks. It doesn't really bother me. But we all are familiar with the thrift smell. So it's going to be the same sort of thing. And then it's just more of a warehouse. So, with that said, if you have any questions about Goodwill outlets or thrift outlets, put them in the comments below and I can answer them as soon as I get to them. And without further ado, I'll just kind of get into our haul video. So I spent $49 at the outlet. I haven't counted everything. I'll try to keep track as I go along. But I bought about 32 pounds worth of clothing and shoes. I'm not going to show the shoes today just because it would take a lot of time and I still have some kind of work to do on some of them. But 32 pounds of clothing. And one thing I'll say about outlet stores, Goodwill outlets, is every once in a while you can find a really good brand. And there's a couple items in here that I'll highlight that are fairly high-end brands. But most of the time, you're going to be finding inventory that's White House Black Market, Loft, Zara, things like that, that are party brands, and that's what I typically look for is brands that sell in parties. That's kind of what you want to look for. I wouldn't go looking for Gucci handbags and things like that because you're not going to find them. So the first item we have is a pair of Zara women size 4 red slacks. They're in perfectly fine shape. There's no tears, no stains. All the buttons are there. Colorful item. Zara typically sells okay. Probably list it for $20 and see what we get. The next item is a size 16 sheath dress from Loft. So it's a nice rose gold color. And it's got rose gold zipper all the way down the back. Again, great shape. We'll steam it. We steam all of our items just to make sure we get all the wrinkles out. And so that'll probably list for $35, $40. Next, we have a White House Black Market dress. Has the ties that go along the back. It's got kind of like a V-shaped cutout in the front, and it's kind of higher in the front than it is in the back. And it's like a mid-length dress. So that'll probably list for probably about $30, $35. Next, I just found a little, this is a pink size. I thought it was a kid's at first, but it is a pink extra small mini skirt with kind of a thicker band on it. It's floral, so spring's coming, so I figured it would be a good investment. So pick that up, probably list that for like $15. The next item I have is a pair of Not Your Daughter jeans. These are size 12. They're really, I thought they were black at first, but looking at them again, it's just a really, really dark blue, almost like a midnight blue. They are a Barbara boot cut. We've sold these before. They sell pretty well. So I'll probably list these for about $25. The next item I picked up is not something I normally pick up. It's not a brand we usually sell, but it was just really lightweight, so it cost me almost nothing. So it is an Express mini skirt. It's a size 5/6, which to me is, I mean, it's super tiny. But for spring, you know, people might want something like this, so we'll probably list that for like $15. The next item I have is I have a Melissa McCarthy 7 top. This appears to be almost brand new. It doesn't even, I don't even think it's been worn. It is a 0X, so that's good because it'll fit into the Everything Plus Size party. It's kind of got a tribal print to it, which I was trying to zoom in there, with some red, kind of plum colored accents to it, and it's kind of ruched on the front. So, and then it's got like 3/4 sleeves. So probably list that for like $20. The next item is another pair of Not Your Daughter. These are size 8. These are leggings, but they have kind of like a faux leather front to them. So these I'll steam to get the wrinkles out, but otherwise in really, really good shape. So we'll probably list these, I don't know, probably like $10, $15, and see if we can move them. The next item I have, which I'm gonna have to zip up, is a Patagonia jacket. This was a good find for me. It's kind of like a dark purple, and sorry, I'm just not working this right. It's got a real thick collar to it. So it is a Cinchilla Patagonia jacket. It's a size women's large. It's like a dark purple. It feels like shag carpeting. We have sold this exact same jacket before. I think I sold it for like $35, so I'll probably list this one for $40 and see what happens. But winter's almost over, so it's not super heavy, so hopefully somebody will want it for the spring. The next thing I bought was this Nike men's extra large Washington pullover or zip up. I usually don't buy collegiate stuff, but it was Nike and it was in really good shape. And we don't really buy a lot of men's clothes. I bought a few things, but sometimes they sell. So this is just a nice zip up. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. So I'll probably list this for like $30, $25, $30. The next item is a pair of Calvin Klein jeans jeggings. They're just simple black. They are a size 12. Again, I don't really buy a lot of Calvin Klein, but when you're in an outlet, you can afford to kind of get some stuff. Not really filler, but kind of items that you normally wouldn't buy. Which leads me to my next item, which is a pair of Anne Klein trousers. They have kind of a nice gold unique buckle feature to them. These are a size 14. They are white. Obviously, they will be ironed and steamed, and they're capri, so I'll probably list those for $25. The next item was a pair of J brand jeans. They are, I can find the sizing. They are the Heartbreaker, and they are a size 29. These I do not think, just based on the way they feel, that have ever been worn. So just find a good find there for jeans. They're a boot cut, which kind of detracts a little bit, but I'll probably list those for about $25, $30. The next item that we have is a Rockin' Republic. It's like a rocker shirt. It's a Burnout Guns N' Roses print on the front. So I'll probably list this for about $15, $20. The next item that I have is a size 4 Ann Taylor dress. It's kind of got a little bow in the front. It's kind of like a really dark navy with gold buttons or gold spots on it. It's a 3/4 length, and the plus side of this is it is new with tags. So that's really, really nice find for us at the outlet. This dress, according to the tag, retails for $130. So we'll probably list it for about $50. and go from there. The next item is a pair of True Religion bootcut jeans. They're white, so kind of a unique pair. They are a size 27, so pretty good size and brand to sell. We have not really had a lot of luck with True Religion, but I picked those up because it was an outlet store. So I'll probably list those for like $30, $35. And the next item I have is a J. Crew Factory. Again, we don't buy a lot of J. Crew Factory stuff, but this weighed almost 0. So, walked out of the store with this. It's a kind of like a little tiny sheath dress, really thin, nice green print. So probably good for the springtime. So hopefully somebody enjoys that. Probably listed for $20. The next item is a petite, small, Not Your Daughter blouse. I've never found tops from Not Your Daughter because it's not a brand that I wear or my wife wears. So it's a black and white floral, nice little kind of real lightweight. So probably list that for $20. The next item is a size small. It's Banana Republic, which is a brand we never buy, but it is 100% merino wool, and it's got these kind of leather, really chunky leather buttons. So we went ahead and picked that up. I have no idea what I'm going to list that for, so if you have any ideas, put it in the comments below. The next item is another J. Crew Factory. It's a size 4, so this is the back. So it's really kind of open back. And then there's the front, so it's kind of like a nice green color. So I'll probably list that for like $15, $20. The next item is one of my men's items. So I got this Oakley polo. So it's kind of simple, but it was, again, really lightweight, so it doesn't cost much. So perfect shape. And so I'll probably list this for like $15. The next item is another sheath dress, which I seem to have found a lot of this time. It's a size 12 Calvin Klein sheath dress. So it's white. Absolutely no staining on this, which is really remarkable considering that it came from the bins. So usually when we buy stuff like that's white from the bins, we have like a little bit of spot work to do. But this is absolutely in perfect shape. So probably list this for like $30. The next is another men's item and another white item. So this is a pair of buckle or khaki kind of canvas cargo short. So they are, I don't know how much these cost. I just saw them and they were in good shape. So I'll have to look up comps on those. But kind of a nice pickup. The next item is a Ralph Lauren sweater. It's got these kind of nautical buttons. It's Ralph Lauren jeans, so probably list that for $15. And then I found a cabbie, which, again, my wife knows more about this stuff than I do, but apparently the new label, which looks like that, is more valuable. So it's a size 6, just a real simple pencil skirt. So probably list that for $30. And then the last item I found is this Ed Hardy bikini. Really kind of interesting item. The spring's coming, so we figured kind of cool. So I grabbed that. There's some graphic on the front, and then actually, luckily enough at the bins, you never ever find both parts of the bikini. But I did find the bottoms in the same bin. So they have kind of, these are metal, and then has this logo on it, and then it has a skull on the back there. So really kind of cool bikini. All the dots and everything look like they're there, so probably have to look up comps on this because I've never sold Ed Hardy. But all in all, so I spent $49, and so I think after the shoes and everything, I probably spent about $1.15 on every item, which is awesome. So if you're looking to add inventory to your closet and you don't want to like break the bank to get some decent level stuff, I really recommend checking out your local Goodwill outlet. I know here in Western Washington, there's one in Lacey and there's one in Tacoma. So if you have any questions about Goodwill outlets or anything you saw today, please feel free to ask in the comments and follow us and share us on Poshmark at Where Washington. That's WEAR Washington. Thanks again, guys. Have a good one.